Hello guys, welcome to the Friday trade recap and forecast. So, did I have any trades? Well, I had some opportunities. I did not take any trades from the last recap, I believe, but there were a lot of opportunities which I did stay out of. So, on the euro and US dollar, this pair was not that active. It was mostly range bound throughout this whole price action. I wasn't interested in anything. I wasn't looking for any trades, didn't have any orders on. Or actually I did here. That was on a Tuesday, so I believe we covered it in the last video. I was looking at this reversal. Again, I did not get tagged in, so I did remove my order. And then price just correctively started ascending into a descending, so I'm expecting a larger range here. What I'm looking for most of the time on this pair, because it's predominantly range bound, to be honest, I'm looking for a large impulse up or a large impulse down. So we know Euro and US dollar likes to range for a long time, but when it trends, we get a nice opportunity, as we did in March. We got a nice flag, and then we can make some percentage. So always good to forecast the Euro and the US dollar. When you get an opportunity, it is worth it. EJ, let me see if I had any orders on here. So there was trade right here. An advanced flag, free bar flag, however you want to call it. What is the formation? Basically, you get an impulse, you get an inside bar, which is inside of the prior candle. Then you get an outside bar, which is higher high, lower low. So this candle kind of eats the inside bar. And then you get a red candle, which is your entry. So this would have been the entry. For me, I did not take this trade. It did not fit my plan. The reason is, well, wick, and wick, kind of wicky price action. Also the impulse kind of slowing down on the bottom, getting smaller candles. So these three candles or these two candles were not really that high probability. So the formation was not good enough. I wanted to see more of a range inside of the flag. There was absolutely no range here, so I did stay out of this trade. It was borderline, so I did almost take it, but no range, so just did not fit my plan enough. Per price action was okay. We were coming from a descending, but the descending was not that good in a sense that we got a bit of a momentum shift here. So if you're selling, you want to see the prior move be mostly selling pressure. And again, we sort of saw some bars here and we broke the high, so broke the structure. That was not really a big concern for me. The formation of the flag was more of a concern, and I believe this would have been a loss. Definitely, yeah. So it would have been a loss if I did not get taken out by spreads. I would have gotten taken out here. Price continued down, and when it went down, there was this flag, which I did not take because I saw a clear momentum shift back to the upside. So that did not fit my plan, especially we got those wicks on the bottom as well. Wicks plus a momentum shift, usually we get a reversal as we're getting now. In the next week, I'll look for a breakout out of the structure to the upside, or a breakout to the downside flag, or a break and a retest trade. So we do need to be careful of the liquidity areas below and above. But if you get a nice clean break out of these areas, then it's good to take a trade. Moving on, Aussie US dollar has been heavily range bound. We got a large impulse up, then we just started ranging around here. Broke the high, continued with momentum, but got no entry. And of course, today is NFP Friday. I'm not trading after the 8 AM London Open on a Friday NFP, so that is part of my plan. So today I wasn't even looking for any sort of trades, but I will still go over the price action. So we did not even get an entry here. Broke the high, retraced, broke the low, retraced, and now broke the high. Will possibly retrace. I think this is mostly range bound price action, so I'm expecting something like this. I'm just looking for a better formation at this current point. So Aussie US dollar has been slow for a couple of months now. No opportunity for a couple of months, and it happens. But we need to be more patient. We need to wait for the price to clean up and show us some nice trends. It has been very corrective for the past, well, I think since November or something like that. Yeah, so there was this trade. Let me see what it was. Okay, this was an old one. But that was the last opportunity that I had on the Aussie US dollar, which was good. That was the last big winner. And then from November, very corrective price action, so did not get an opportunity to take any sort of a trade. But again, that's why we trade 6 pairs and not just one. Sometimes the dollar pairs will not be moving, but the Japanese pairs will be giving us some nice opportunities. So Aussie Japanese yen, there was an opportunity to sell right here. I did not take it. It did not fit my plan. Why? Well, because of a slowdown, and these triple wicks on the bottom, triple wicks on the top signaled a range. I do believe I went over this trade in my last recap, but this one did not fit my plan. Again, borderline trade, was about to take it, but just wasn't enough because of these wicks and slow momentum going down. Let's see if there were any other opportunities. Oh, there was one here, but I did not take it because it's NFP. I believe if this happened during the week and it was not NFP, I would have taken this trade. So let's go over it. Why would I take it? Well, I'm seeing a V, clear V, range, push up, one candle pullback, and we continue. So 2 nice bullish strong candles, small pullback, it's blue, and we continue. Again, order is on. If it wasn't NFP, of course, 12 pip stop loss, or 13 pip stop loss if you're 1 pip above. And I believe, yeah, it would have been a loss, but I think it's a good trade to take with the V reversal and the range pushing it up. And in the end, it would have worked out if you had a bigger stop. So yeah, in the end, it did continue going up. So got lucky with this one, because if it wasn't NFP Friday, I would have taken a loss right here. So right now I'm seeing trending price action. I would like to see this trending price action continue going up. So I'm seeing some really bullish candles. In the next week, let's see if we can get more of a push and then a nice entry, a flag or a break and they retest. I'm only starting to trade up until 8 AM London time on a Monday, so that's when I start trading. Let's see if this momentum will continue, because it looks good. Definitely looks good, and this pair has been moving in a clean manner. Right here we saw some movement, so it's cleaning up. It's not corrective. You can see here it was very, very corrective, but these moves are very, very clean. That's what I like to see. So there is potential that we get a nice trade next week if we get some nice momentum. This can also reverse, show us a V, push down, or range, push down, and then look to sell. Again, this sort of a scenario, but just flipped in the opposite direction. Okay, then we have the pound. Pound has been heavily range bound or corrective, not really range bound, but moving in an ascending fashion very correctively, meaning it's not really sustained, breaking the highs, breaking the lows. When I see a clean ascending, it looks like this. Only breaking the highs, that's a really clean ascending. This breaks the high, breaks the high, breaks the low, breaks the high, breaks the low, breaks the high, breaks the low. So all over the place. I want this to clean up, especially for the pound, where I want to see it move away from current price action. I want to see a nice push up, or I want to see a nice push to the downside, possibly a V, range, push down, and then look to sell in these legs right here. So that's it for the pound. Nothing more to say really. Corrective pair, currently corrective at least. NJ, I did have an order on. I think I did run through the trade in the last video. Here I had my order on. I was happy to take this. There was a bit of a slowdown in these legs, I'm not gonna lie, but I liked the break, and there were no triple wicks right here like there were on the Aussie Japanese yen. So there was a difference between this setup and the Aussie Japanese yen setup. I was happy to risk 1% on this trade. Again, did not get tagged in, and then price formed a wick. I removed my order, managed to avoid a 1% loss. As you can see, it would have taken me out. Okay, right now we moved down, aggressive retrace, broke the high, and continued with momentum. Yeah, possibly. Let's see if this momentum will continue like this. Let me just see where the break was. Yeah, so I need to see it continue with more momentum to the upside or possibly to the downside. Currently, I'm not really seeing much potential. So on my watch list, currently is EU is not, EJ is not, AU is not, AJ is for the next week, of course. Pound is not, NJ, depending on what happens in the next few hours. So that's it for this video, guys. There were a couple of setups. I did not take any except the AJ flag or bump, or however you want to call it. This one right here, which went up 10% and then reversed. It happens, what you're gonna do. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you had a good trading week. Good luck in the next week and see you in the next video.